Despite every effort to monitor and maintain the integrity of the natural gas system, its size and complexity, combined with the forces of nature, prevent it from being totally immune to uncontrolled gas leaks. Whenever a natural gas emergency presents itself, it will be classified in one of four ways: gas escaping outside, gas escaping inside, gas burning outside, gas burning inside. We're going to examine the dangers of working in all these situations. Let's begin by looking at emergencies where fire isn't involved. The majority of calls involving natural gas don't involve fires, and typically, when someone such as a homeowner smells gas, that person will dial 911 to report the problem. The first responder might be the closest person to the scene. What's important is that your response helps coordinate activities and takes every precaution to protect lives, including your own. If some of the guidelines we're about to cover seem far-fetched or overly cautious, they're not. Every situation we're about to describe has happened, so expect the unexpected. Investigating gas leaks presents a number of hidden dangers. In this situation, there were at least 3 opportunities for a catastrophic ignition of natural gas. Can you identify them? This officer is responding to a possible gas leak. Where does he park his car and leave it running? In responding to a possible gas leak, park a distance away from the location and turn off the vehicle. A running engine can become the ignition source for an explosion. Also, look for clues to determine wind direction, such as leaves. Facing the scene, any breeze should be at your back and blowing gas away from you. Even so, because of possible migration, don't park over manhole covers or storm drains where gas might have accumulated. An electric spark from a doorbell can trigger an explosion. Knock to be safe. Many types of telephones, pagers, and radios can generate just enough of a charge to cause an explosion. Turn off this equipment before approaching the scene. Also be aware that shuffling your feet on many types of surfaces can cause a static electricity discharge. When the presence of gas is strong, the best rule is to evacuate people from the dwelling. Keeping in mind the capability of natural gas to migrate, evacuate other residents who live in any adjoining properties at least one house away. Move them across the street, or a distance at least that far away, while continuing to check for the presence of gas odors in the area. If you have either called for backup or have been called, follow all the make-safe procedures just covered. This includes assisting in evacuation or traffic control. Remember not to ring doorbells or use walkie-talkies unless from a safe distance. Anytime you respond to a possible gas emergency, it's important that in reporting on the situation, whether directly or more likely through your dispatch center, verify that the gas company has been notified. Many times utility companies have hotlines dedicated solely for emergency situations, and their role is to assist you in any way to make the situation safe. Whoever is responding, whether first or last, has a duty to protect life and property. There are many different types of gas leaks. The most dangerous is a blow to the pipe, causing a puncture or rapid venting. Environmental conditions like freezing and thawing may cause cracks in cast iron pipes, also resulting in rapid escaping of gas. But the most prevalent kind are slow leaks brought on by corrosion, producing slow seepages, obviously much harder to detect. Underground leaks usually mean migrating gas. It travels laterally through the ground, following the path of least resistance, because it wants to vent. It can enter into any number of spaces and accumulate, such as storm drains, any underground utility line, new construction trenches, or a building. It also seeps naturally through the ground over time. Once it permeates, because it's lighter than air, it will rise. Only then will the telltale odor be detectable. Of course, there are factors which make detection more difficult. Natural causes are wind, which may carry away the odor, rain, snow, or frost, which can keep it from coming up, or man-made barriers like concrete or asphalt. Conversely, cracks in the street are places where migrating gas can be detected as it rises into the air. Inside, the lighter-than-air property of gas causes it to rise and to collect near ceilings. The risk is even greater in cold weather since ventilation is restricted to prevent heat loss.